5, by the way.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one.
I've played this match a few times, and it's really kind of depends on how you play HITCO and how aggressive you want to be, because this is one of the times where there's value in not just dumping Luke to Endor. You want to force him to play on Tatooine.
Yes.
And force the action. So.
Yeah, Cal knows what he's doing. Cal has been awesome today for us.
Cal is generally awesome. I like Cal.
Jonny is going to go with the You Cannot Hide Forever combo card. Looks like
Quietly
Nichuba.
Observing and Nichuba.
Yeah.
So I expect we'll see Shizor's Bounty as a
and yeah.
Watto plays to Johnny's strengths a lot. Like you're causing damage, you're making them make a lot of decisions, and when you do that, you force your opponent to make decisions and just say, hey, they're going to make more mistakes than me. And that generally works. So,
and just for information, this is table 5. Table 1 is Chris Worth versus Matt Sokol. 2 is Joe Olson versus Logan on a repeat. Phil versus Bill on table 3. Table 4 is Chris Kelly versus Chris Gobelin. Table 5 is this one. Table 6 is AJ Hatoum versus Brian Fred. 7 is Greg Shaw versus Joe Horby. 8 is Eric Hunter versus Tam Tashima. Corey Lauer and Mike Danboyce is table 9. They will be on the Sam Tashima stream. And then as for our our table 10 is Pat Johnson versus Ryan Jelson. So it's still a lot. Like I feel like there's a lot going on that could be that if still anybody can make the top 8.
I mean, we have no undefeateds. So there's a lot of action still to go all around here.
Yeah. And table 19 for fun is Brian Avery versus Tommy Santos Suso.
Frodo versus the Lodge Porg.
Yeah.
And Casey's getting HITCO set up, and Johnny's reading all the cards. Like, what does this thing do?
You play Star Wars cards.
And there's the new alt art foil, Anakin's Destiny, which is just beautiful.
It makes me kind of almost want to play HITCO.
And then the Like My Father Before Me, that's different.
That is a Holo Theater Hosting Heroes.
Ah.
That should not be on stream.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's an art that probably shouldn't be up there, but it doesn't use any copyrighted art, so it's just looks silly. So Blake Silkwood is also playing HITCO right now. I know because I traded him a bunch of the cards and he requested they be autographed. So he's playing a Twilight is Upon Me that Yoda is saying, I really wish I was Walkling. Because Walkling is still amazing. Actually, it was Walkling I wish I was. So put it in a little Yoda speech.
Yeah.
And Johnny's trying to figure out all the wait a minute, what all goes on here?
Johnny. Yeah, he's just like going over and like, oh wait, it does this and that.
27 lines of text and all those things are obnoxious.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of fitting that Casey's playing that specific Host and Heroes card because that is Johnny with his kids.
That's actually awesome.
So I'm kind of like, let it happen, but at the same time, don't let it happen.
Yeah, it's All right, so Casey's got at least one site in his opening hand. Well, he's
He
got the
also
R
has
only
the
hope.
he has a wild card in his hand as well.
Okay. So we're going
Johnny
to
gets
see the.
Rendley, I believe.
Yep.
He also is playing Malsteer in his deck too.
I think Nichuba pulls that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Like this Watto probably runs, it runs some space. The versions I've seen have got like you're running Grievous and Invisible Hand, and you're running Executor, and you're just running a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, New Chiba says deploy on table once per game may download a Sabolba. Once per turn may deploy Malistaire or Podrace Arena. And then while present with Sabolba, Jar Jar's game text is canceled.
That makes sense.
As we see, there's the Yoda's hut from a Our Only Hope.
All right. And I'm wondering if we're going to see Johnny grab a card with grab a second card with You Can't Hide Forever, or if he's going to leave it in there. And we'll see the Quietly Observing, Sebulba, and Watto to take advantage of the Shizor's bounty, which makes a ton of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like unless Casey's playing like a control tunnel vision or just a control to get around that, he might not necessarily want to go down unless he's got multiple characters that can actually do damage to the Watto's junkyard.
Well, I don't know that you want to go to Watto's junkyard unless you've got
Or
like ways to get rid of Watto during the battle, like clashes or saris. But I think you
or
go to Mos Espa and force Johnny to keep deploying and then moving away.
yeah. Daughter of
So,
Skywalker. If Casey's playing Daughter of Skywalker, she's really useful in this match.
um,
Well,
why?
yes.
Watto's junkyard is the text, not
Well,
Watto.
Watto's junkyard, but I'm saying it gets stops
If not
spawning
able
the
to,
aliens.
yeah, I mean, you want it almost. You want the if not able to otherwise Leia in this match, just to be able to get the draw
Yeah.
in
Jin would be
there.
good in this match.
And Casey got a decent little opening hand. He's got the escape pod to go get the Hujix right away, and
Gift bags.
I see that Casey got the okay to use that specific one because it's
Yeah.
Johnny against
No,
Johnny.
that's
Awesome.
that's I'm just saying this. That is the community knowing when a rule should be in place versus a rule that,
Yep.
and that's one of my favorite images that I've made for this Call of Hero Hosted Heroes. Which, by the way, if you're going to Worlds, I will have some more of those to give out. I just needed a lot of time to
Put them together.
put them together. Unfortunately, my weekend's been a little bit busy. Same my days. For
What
example, like
is
next week Friday night I'll be at the Pirates game when they play the Mariners, and then Saturday I randomly got tickets to go see the Bills versus Steelers. And Brian Fred, if you're watching, you have an open invitation to that game.
so you couldn't get tickets to see good teams play, or you just wanted to go see the Bills? All right, Johnny's doing a whole lot of.
Did your team make the playoffs
He's
last year?
no.
Are they
So
going to make the
he's
playoffs this year?
nothing but playoffs, baby. Sam Darnold to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. All playoffs all the time.
So back to real sport. We see that Johnny deploys. There's Watto and Saboba coming down. He does he does all the fun stuff. Yep, he does flip. And Casey's gonna eat some damage here.
I'm actually a little surprised he's not. Yeah, I was gonna say I would think this is where you lose from use pile.
Oh, and we
You knew
see
what the Weird Doomed is. Oh, the
he
Luke
loses the
stinks.
Weird Doom and a Luke.
The Luke is the one he activated with the tracking us. So
Yeah. Wow. If
that one
only
was a little painful, though, James. We don't want to talk about it. I'm more impressed they've played 6 playoff games against the Saints. I would not have guessed that they played that often in the playoffs. All right, I don't think Casey had a Luke in his opening hand, though. Like he had a lot of other good stuff, but he didn't have the real meaty guy. All right, and now he's playing Count the Lukes. I saw at least one go by. So if he doesn't have Lukes, it kind of feels bad to just draw here. Like it feels bad whatever you're doing with Luke right now because you know
yeah,
you're just walking into
big.
Shizar's Bounty, but you've got to walk into Shizar's Bounty. Like at some point you're going to hit it. So you've got to just accept that you're going to eat it and run with it. So oh, Casey must have had to switch out another card, it looks like.
Yes,
He's
possible.
had to make a proxy, which is fine.
Yeah.
So
Disqualified. Straight to
as long
jail.
as you have the real card.
Right to jail.
Oh, I do see. So Casey just drew and found a Luke. So he's going to have to. And he grabbed put that down combo. I would bet next turn he's going to use that to grab the wild card because then he can lose it and not feel, you're going to lose stuff to Watto. So you might as well just lose it. And
So if you have an illegal AI, which is a card that is not created by the PC, for example, unfortunately, the Holo Theater Hosted Heroes card that Casey is using, which is one of Like My Father Before Me, that has Johnny Chu and his kids on it. Unfortunately, that is a not PC created AI that can be used on stream. So if there's a card like that in your deck, you're not allowed to use it.
so, yeah. And or you have to have the actual card. So it's not just you can play with proxies. It's if there's a reason the card is not usable,
Yeah.
that's
Like
when you.
damaged, a warped foil, one that can be used for tracking by cheating, uh, one that is all Brian fretted up that nobody can read the game text. But I mean, there's
Yeah.
certain reasons for it. But I like where Johnny is sitting right now, though. Like the fact that
Yeah.
Casey is
I think
taking
Johnny's in
his
a
time.
I think Johnny's in a really good spot. Like I think he's exactly where he wants to be. So he's perfectly content
As
to
you
say,
would be,
yep.
like, I'm not sure what's so we have the Emperor on a starship. Is it the Emperor's Potion of Shadow?
Doesn't look like it.
I can't tell.
I mean, I think he's okay.
No. You cannot use it would have to be a card that goes to the
No.
saves. Like I know Kendall has a graded Court of the Vile Gangster that he uses as his objective. That can be used because it's not one that goes inside your decks. Like say if you have a graded objective, a graded starting effect, like your anger, fear, and aggression, or knowledge and defense. Those would be good examples. Anything that cannot go into a deck or a lost pile
Yeah.
would be a card that you can actually use. Or starting locations would be another good one. Like a graded throne room, if anybody plays Throne Room Mains again.
Yeah, you could play that. Just you wouldn't even need a proxy. It's just it sits in the graded case. Like,
Yeah. Or oh, a graded Executor, Holo Theater, and Meditation Chamber. Those would be fun ones.
all right, so there's Luke in front of Watto. I expect there's the bounty.
Mm-hmm. No real
And
surprises from that.
yeah, Casey's like, all right, well, I guess this is what happens. So the reality is Casey's got enough force there. I could see him coming down with another guy or two. Oh,
Yeah, and I think Casey missed on the
missed the
Saber.
saber,
Gift of the Mentor.
which I mean, you could have worse things because again, you don't have the Luke's not going to be in this battle anyways.
Yeah.
So
But giving yourself the Saber, though, would be nice because then it's Adreno 3 next turn.
yeah, and
Oh, and there's another one of your favorite cards.
oh,
Jonny with the Force push / pod race
Jonny
declination and
says
to
you
put a
are going to
card out of
lose
play.
something. Ooh,
Yeah. And I think that's
that
the one that you
was,
want to do.
yeah, the impressive, most impressive cancels barrier, cancels a bunch of
And the
nasty
card
stuff.
goes to the use pile, not to the lost pile.
The force push, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And the impressive, most impressive goes out of play.
Get that card out of here.
All right, so 5 tells me I think it's going to be Obi with Saber.
Yep. As we see, yep.
And
Obi-Wan Saber.
Casey had the Saber proficiency. So I think that's going to be the, unless Johnny's got a way to draw Battle Destiny against him,
Um,
I think you just go for the hit, and then I don't think you waste the Saber. I don't think you waste the,
Johnny's putting a card back to get a put Weem up
yeah,
to get Weem up.
just cycle of 5.
Yeah, I just don't know what Johnny's going to do here because he's not getting Destiny.
I
It's going
mean,
to be hit. Does he have
could
a dick?
is he going to chance cube and take a shot at it? Like he's only going to be down 2 force. Watto's power 3, Obi's power 5. Obi can't draw.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're not down a ton. So,
Okay.
and Casey might want to be careful not to spend too much force because I could definitely see Johnny
Projective telepathy.
dropping projective because he's not battling for free on that side.
Correct. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know that I love that Yoda play. I think I would have held
It
on to
feels a
the Yoda.
little aggressive here.
Like realistically, what you want to take is, I mean, if you can take Watto's Yard, that's what you want to take. You're okay if he's got Mos Espa.
Yeah.
Like, fine, take your drain of 1. Like, I can go after your drain of 1 eventually, anyways, but like, I'll let you have that drain of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey throwing the bionic hand on Luke so he can go get an interrupt back, which is good. All right, he had enough force there. It looks like he can pay for the projective.
Yeah, he's got 2
And
left.
there is the projective. No,
So
yeah.
now he
But
pays
now
for
he
that
can't
trade.
battle with Yoda, which is a little bad. Or
Unless
is he thinking about not
canceling it.
paying it. Oh, he's got the canceller
Oh
for it?
no. If an opponent plays a interrupt during a battle, you can activate 2.
Okay. So I think he has to pay for projective first, and then
He would get to.
he can
But I
activate 2.
mean, but this is this during a battle though? This is a response to the battle being
Yeah,
initiated.
the battle is initiated, so it has happened.
Okay.
But I think you should have paid the 2 for projective first.
Yes. Yeah, and he
And
did.
then no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He's got his order backwards. I mean, they're all blind cards, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, his
Watto's
order.
hit.
Watto's
Nothing
hit.
Johnny
So
yet.
if John, and I can't imagine Casey wasting the sorry. Like
He
here's
does
not,
waste the star. Yeah. No, he wastes it.
all right. I
I don't.
I mean, I guess you're worried he's gonna Watto's box. Like, I don't love that play. Yeah, he can use he can use the bionic hand to go get that back. But I don't love that play. I think I would have I'd have taken the win,
Yeah.
stacked the card, taken the card with his destiny. Like, you're only concerned if he plays Watto's box and hits the draw. Okay, fine. Then you lose Obi, and
Yep. And
Watto still dies, and you're
there's another
okay.
battle. So Bulba goes lost. Uh,
And Sebulba stat, and Johnny's got a
yeah,
stack
Johnny's gonna
one.
have to stack a card here. I just I see what Casey has. Like Casey is good. Like he had to go hard to the junkyard or to Mos Espa. I don't think he had to go for both.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the play.
Yeah, and he does get to look at it,
So,
so he
yep,
sees
both
that
players get to
there's a
see. I think that's Mara and Ship.
yeah, that was a Mara Jaden ship.
And then, yeah,
And
he's going to use his destiny.
Sebulba goes lost. Uh Drew a 7-4, so Sebulba covers.
Yeah. Because, yeah, there's 3 Jedi on table, so
Jedi on the
Yoda's only
table,
power
yeah.
3.
And Johnny does have secret plans on the table. So if Casey wanted to retrieve a card, he would have to pay for one, leaving him with no force saved.
Yeah, I don't know if Casey wants to do that. I think you need to save that force just in case you need to,
The
in case
barrier.
Johnny does something crazy and you need to pay for your Hujix.
Yeah.
I think you save that one.
I mean,
So,
Johnny's not getting a lot here. He's getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, or
I
10,
mean,
11.
10. I'm counting 10. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, yeah, Emperor.
13. The flagship over on the, because there's no subtracts right
1,
now since
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
yeah. And Casey does save the 1 just in case he needs to.
Yeah, and I like that by Casey. Like saving the 1 there is what I think you really wanted to do.
Yeah, and looks like Johnny's thinking about searching with something here just
I
to
just don't.
see.
I mean, he could search with Nichubita because it's a once per turn. It's a once per
It's
turn.
once per turn deploy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got to activate first. Like if you want to just deploy New Chubana and do nothing, I guess you can, but
I think he's just
and it is Emperor's Royal Shuttle that Emperor's on.
Okay.
Now that we see the Emperor got kind of moved a little bit. So
yeah, I just think he's taking his time thinking about what he wants to do here.
which good for him. I think that's the way to. And Casey does not have aim high out, I don't think.
No, he's got Yavin Force, Sentry,
Battle plan.
Golden Rod, Battle Plan, Grabber, Do or Do Not.
Yeah, so he's sitting on that. And I guess if Johnny went and grabbed Watto's, if Johnny had Watto's box, then maybe you don't do the play. Now, Johnny does have broken con, so if he wants to stop, but that's really best with like force strike or first strike.
Mhm.
I think you just, I don't know what Johnny does right here. This is a tough spot because Watto doesn't necessarily have a lot of beef to throw single guys into Jedi. And Casey's got
Mhm.
a pretty nasty little setup in place. And Johnny is definitely,
He's in the tank. I mean,
he's in the tank hard. Like, I think you need to be. This is probably the turn that determines how this ends up kind of going. Because if he can't clear either of them off, that's going to get nasty quick.
okay, there's another Watto
All right, makes sense.
with Saj or Ara Singh.
Also makes a ton of sense. Now,
But again, with Obi-Wan there, like, Watto is just going to be hit.
yeah, Watto's going to get hit, and sorry about the messed away because you're going to grab that back with
Oh,
the.
Boba Fett bounty hunters in Johnny's hand.
Okay. Do we have an Anakin in Casey's hand?
I don't think so. Like, I think I was in his deck last turn.
Yeah, I saw one in his deck. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
playing two. Casey's hand is kind of light. Like, that's the thing. If Johnny
Yeah.
can take Casey off here, Casey might be in for a bad time.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Because that not drawing bat, like, you almost have to go get back. If he drops Boba Fett, you almost have to drop that Sari, get the Sari and take out Boba. Like, you take out Boba and just say, all right, well, you're going to draw one. That's fine. Because you can't afford to have him draw three. If you don't have the Anakin, and I don't know that he does, he's got the Hujix in there, he's got a sight, he's got three other cards I can't see. I think Johnny's deciding, yeah, I think he got a battle. And I think you swing at Luke. Like 1 and a 4 is a. Oh, he swung at Obi. Okay.
I mean, you have Boba Fett bounty hunter.
Yeah, I guess. That's the mob points. Getting him to subtract 1 does it. So Casey's going to exchange a card with a card from Lost. It's got to be the Sari. And giving up a Bith Shuffle. That one surprises me a little bit. I think I would have done the sight. I don't think you're ever going to need the Death Star 2 sight. And I think I would have done the sight to. There's one of the Anakins. 4 and a 2 says Fett's hit. And yep, so we'll see the Sari. So now it's going to be hard to clear Luke. As he's immune to less. Well, he's only immune to less than 5 right now.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, very risky play. I think you should have gone for the Luke there.
Yeah, I would have swung at Luke. They're the same defense value because Luke doesn't have a saber. So I just swung at Luke because if you miss, you'd have missed Obi anyways. And
Yeah,
if you
and then
hit,
you're
you
still getting rid
definitely
of Obi.
clear. Yeah. But if you hit him, you clear.
Now, I
So
mean, I'm going to say this though, and we've all said this many, 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 many times. Johnny 2 is a 2-time world champ, one of the best players of all time.
Johnny is a better player than, actually, with the bionic hand, that 5 doesn't clear Luke. Luke's immunity is +2.
Yeah.
So Luke's going to live. Luke's going to get his saber back.
Yeah.
And with the 5, he stacks a card. Because of Luke.
I definitely think that was a mistake by Johnny. I really do.
Yeah, so does Casey have a blaster deflection? Well, he's gonna get 2 more shots at finding his. There's a gift to the mentor. Oh, and Jonny says I gotta move away.
Yeah,
That's not a
I
good
think you
feeling.
have to.
Yeah, I agree. That doesn't feel good. So, especially Yoda's now power 6. So Yoda's
Yeah, yeah.
actually
Unless
good.
he
Like,
unless he comes down with another Jedi.
yeah.
But that's the thing,
So,
like it really depends on like what Casey has Jedi wise. Like, does he have another Obi-Wan? Does he have an Uni Tahir?
yeah.
Like,
And
that's the one I say
Ahsoka.
about Ahsoka would be good.
Ahsoka would be real good if he has her. So let's see what he does. I mean, looks like Johnny's got a Maul in hand.
Like Casey's got 6 in hand.
Yeah, Casey's doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, but I think he's still just, I don't know. I mean, I almost wouldn't hate at this point. Give Luke his saber, move Yoda over, and say you're never flipping your objective again because you'd have to move Watto in.
Yeah.
Like that feels
Oh, I really hope to move the prophecy.
okay.
Make it a drain of 3 there.
Make it a drain of 3. Yep, I like that. A3 to drain for 3, and Jonny just peels, and there went his 3rd Watto, I think. Jonny points out the search and destroy that would be obnoxious right now.
Little.
And neighboring
Hey,
Yoda.
please. Oh no.
Where are you neighboring Yoda to? Oh, nope, neighboring
Oh,
Luke
you
to
move
Yoda.
Luke. There's the saber.
You got to have the blaster deflection, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I think you
I
want
mean,
it.
Luke's defense value is 6. Yoda's a
Yeah.
6.
And honestly, you go get the you sorry away aura. And Johnny's got
And
the gick. Like, but you
you
sorry away aura, even if
still
he
do
hits
that.
her.
You swing at aura. Well, actually,
Yeah.
no, you're not going to be
You
able to do
gotta
that.
go
Johnny's still
get
going
the
to get
sorry
shot.
first. Johnny gets a shot. But then if you hit aura and you sorry her, somebody lives.
Both live.
No, not if aura hits.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Yoda's going to hit. So he swings at Watto. Okay.
Okay.
The clash would be bad. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Johnny's got to shoot at Luke here. Get rid
yeah,
of that saber.
there's no way you got to shoot at Luke. Plus, you get the force back
He
with
hits.
Caesar's bounty.
Yeah.
3 and 5
That
says
hits.
Luke. Luke gets hit.
Pew pew.
Casey's double checking. It's the
Yeah, because
bionic
the
hand does
hand
not add to armor.
it adds to the power and the immunity to attrition, not
Yep.
the ability, not the defense value.
So now Yoda's fully immune. Like you may still soak out the gick anyways, depending on how Johnny's battle destiny is.
Well, it's 14. It's 19 for Casey.
And Casey drops the gift of the mentor as well.
Oh yeah, he's soaking up the gick. He wants that gick gone.
That's fine. Get the gick out. Now, I'm surprised Casey did not grab anything with the bionic hand.
Oh, he's trying to sense the. Oh no,
No, he
he's stacked the
stacked the
card. He
sense.
stacked the card.
Yeah, because the do or do not, he didn't want to lose the 2.
Yeah.
Because he's like, fine, I'm just kicking out of the battle anyways. So
Yeah, but I mean, he's also retrieving one with.
yeah, so that becomes the question. So Casey
He's going to retrieve the gick.
forfeits. No, Casey forfeits first.
Yeah. So
Casey,
you don't retrieve.
did he not? He chose not to retrieve anything with Caesar's bounty?
There's
Because
no
what you would have
high.
retrieved would have been what?
There's no aim high or anything on the table.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the
a
card he would have retrieved is whoever was under Watto. It would have been the
yeah.
so
I
well.
mean, Johnny's still in a huge upfield battle.
Okay, so Mike says he retrieved. We just didn't
It was a red card.
see it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, then it was search and
Uh,
destroy.
uh,
That was the card that was
the
under Watto was search and destroy. Because Johnny was like, I could get this in play right now. You got a 4
yeah,
and a
and
1.
Johnny's gonna put a card on I feel the
That's
conflict.
got to go from
So
hand.
yeah, it's gotta go from
That
hand.
that actually, yeah, he can't. Okay, I think we missed that because yeah, he should have been from hand, not top of reserve. So, see if we can get somebody to correct that.
It's too late now.
Okay, yeah, now Johnny just recycled and um, I think Johnny might be out of Wattos now. I mean,
I
he's
mean, if
lost
he's
3.
yeah, he's lost 3. I mean, if he's got like Sith Fury, that's still a way of getting them back.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
that's
he's probably got ways of getting them back. Is that
it's
the
tough though.
client? I mean, he's got a Darth Maul with double bladed lightsaber in his hand. I mean, you put that with the Phantom Menace against Yoda and just slice and dice and chop them up a little into little itty bitty Yoda pieces.
Yeah, but like
And remember,
depending on the destiny, like you might be behind.
by
You
power,
might be stacking another card. Yeah, you're only 1 up at that point. You're 7-6.
so I think he's okay
And
with
yeah, I mean, at some point you don't want to stop stacking and giving away cards.
yeah.
Like especially if you don't have a Phantom Menace where you're like, okay, well, I'm going to drop Maul, I'm going to lose Maul. And my best case scenario is maybe I make him lose a couple force.
I think he did activate the no escape.
That might have been out of the 3. He was looking for something, use something different to search and. Ooh, might have, yeah, he might have used Emperor to search for Force Lightning just to make sure if it was in there because he kind of would like that get back, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's not going to get it. So I do think you're going to see him go, okay, so Maul plus Dre and Honda
That
would
would
make
be odd.
things, yeah, like I think you do that and go for it.
Yeah, especially that we know that Casey has a quite a mercenary V in his loss pile here.
Yep. And probably no way to stop the double swing. Like, and he's got a tracking
Oh,
us.
yeah.
That's not going to help.
I
Okay.
mean, Yoda goes bye bye.
Yep. Yoda is donezo.
Let's see. I see Luke, Rebel Scout, Han with gun, and it looks like Cassian in Casey's hand.
And it looks like Johnny's got 1 force saved.
Yeah.
So the Luke Rebel Scout, he still has to risk a swing. I mean, I guess he could drop Cassian with it to cancel one of the swing draws, and
Yeah.
because at that point he'd have to draw a pair of 6s or a pair of 7s. Because Luke will be defense value 6 if he gets the saber.
If he gets the saber. No, but defense value
The
yeah.
saber adds 1, so he'd be a
Yeah.
6.
Yep, there's Luke Rebel
And
Scout.
I think that's what we're doing.
Probably going to see a Han with blaster too.
Um,
Get the 2 destiny.
yeah, but then Han with blaster is the guy you swing at.
No, you swing at Luke. If you hit Luke, okay. Now you don't swing at Luke.
There's the Cassian, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think you swing at Luke. And honestly, like Casey might not have the other saber. Wonder if Casey's running a 1 saber version or he just knows it's not in those destiny.
Yeah. No, he's
So,
looking. No,
although he'll
I
get
don't
the
know.
first, he'll get the shot at Dre and Ponda. All right, so he'll hit Dre and Ponda,
Yeah.
and the cancel might be big, just for the ability to say, I'll
Keep
try
somebody
and make
around.
it difficult. Yeah, yeah. I think Casey's got to go for the battle here.
Yeah. Oh, he misses.
Oh, the one destiny in his deck that missed,
Yeah, that sucks.
because everything else got him. All right,
I
so
think you go for
you go
Han.
Han. Yeah, you go for Han because if your first destiny hits, you got to cancel it, and then you take the risk on the second.
Oh,
So that you can
now
just
here's the
leave.
question: if you're Casey, do you?
Oh, you 100% cancel that. Yeah, that's 100% you cancel
Yeah,
that. You do not. Basically, at that point, Cassian can forfeit for 5, and you're fine with that as well.
yeah.
But there's no way you don't cancel that. And all
So
you have to
he
do is,
draws a 4 and a
and they're each
4.
+1. Okay, so it's 10,
Yeah, and Johnny
which
draws super low.
wipes Johnny off the site. And
Yeah,
Casey gets a stack, gets a grab, and loses Cassian.
doesn't he recirculate and then shuffle,
No, because he's on
or
the
is it
0
shuffle?
side. So
No, he's on the, but he has the epic event.
yeah, but you don't get to recirculate. The epic event gives you the stack the card and look at it. So
Well, no,
the
the epic
objective
event
gives
says
you
if
the
you get to
flip.
look at a card, you get to take a card off the top of your deck
Yeah,
and then it also does something if oh yeah,
if
Aura
you won
Sync
the
is,
battle.
yeah, but still, like, yeah, Aura Sync is a 4, but at the
Oh
same
yeah.
time, yeah, I mean, you're still only losing Cassie because he's a 5.
Okay. Yeah. And you still have Luke plus Han there. Well, Johnny's smart, throws out Coward and says, all right, well, you're on the flip side, but you're not going to retrieve right now,
Yeah,
you know, and that's the right play. But I think Johnny's hitting the point where he's got to come up with something here. Um, I was gonna say, I guess, like you've got the Hujix, but that felt like a real sketch play. There's Ahsoka. And Johnny's again looking for Force Lightning, really just to see what else is in there.
is he
Can't
going to go
imagine he's
get
grabbing
spaceship?
inserts. Is he grabbing the? Is that 3,720 to 1, or is that no escape with some art? Yeah, yeah. I mean, Casey's shield busted, so
Yeah,
grab
he's grabbing
numbers and
numbers. That's numbers.
all right. Especially with Rebel Scout Luke is only Destiny 1. Like
Yeah.
that's not
Ah, Justin
necessarily the
Desai
card.
is in the chat. Welcome, Justin.
Drop the client up in space.
Numbers is his alt win con. I love that.
All right.
And it looks like Casey stood up because he's forfeiting because he saw numbers.
Because she said, I do not want to deal with this. No, no, he doesn't have to get a new shield. Like, I don't, or a new sleeve. I don't know what he's,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, he's going to get a new shield, new sleeve. We're going to see him. Is Johnny going to spread and throw the client and somebody at
Yeah.
Endor and
Yeah.
start racing. All right. Table flip incoming.
Yeah, no, that's the Emperor, that's the client, and that's Aplak with
So he's
numbers on the
at
table.
14 to Casey's 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
brutal.
is dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I like it. So and Casey, like Casey has to pay to drain. Casey has to pay to do stuff.
Yep.
I don't know. Not sure what Casey does here. Like eating that 14 feels really bad.
Yeah.
Um, what do you, or eating 12, whatever, it's still a bunch. And he doesn't have enough activated to just like not activate and drop Ahsoka and try and take Johnny off the.
Mm-mm. Especially after he's going to take 14.
Yeah. Hear me, baby, to play a shield. If he's got it, that's got to be
That's
the
the
play.
only
Like
way.
that is
No,
100% the play.
Amy
And then
Baby's in the lost pile.
is it? Did he peel
Yeah.
it for something? Oh,
Yeah.
that's Casey's not happy right
I'm
now.
almost positive it's in the lost pile.
Yeah, this is not a good spot for him to be in. And I think he's also doing that math in his head. Like I can't get to what I need.
Oh, yeah. If Johnny wins with numbers right here,
Good for
oh,
him.
good for
Like,
good for him.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like,
You know what? No, no. What I was going to say was, you know what? Somebody should take Johnny for ice cream.
tell Benji this one's on him.
I don't know. Benji's still doing well.
Yeah, I mean, Benji was still in one of the top tables as well. Like, there's not. Chris Goglin beat Chris Kelly, Ryan Jellison won, Jeff Levine won, Joe Pinto won. On the Casey needs a shirt that says "I lose to numbers."
Is that like the I lost to Bat Mouse in fantasy football? Casey needs
So
a
how
shirt.
much
I
is
lost to
Casey?
Johnny Q
Casey's got
with
to
numbers.
decide how much to activate. So he's supposed to announce it ahead of time.
Doesn't matter. There it is.
Yeah. Oh. And that is
Yes, you're right. He does
12
have to announce
cards.
it.
Yeah, and he might have. It might have been super close.
Who's 14?
It's only 12. Come on.
Okay, 12.
You count Han and Luke. They matter.
Okay.
Oh,
That's rough, buddy.
that's a little
He can
brutal.
still
Now,
activate, right?
yeah, he can continue. I mean, he can activate what he said he was going to activate. So, and I gotta imagine he was planning to activate enough to drop Ahsoka on Applik and the client and just hope.
Yeah.
Because he dropped the wild card. That would have been the other thing. Is he going to try and just throw a wild card up in space and say Johnny can't do anything?
Yeah, he can still
And
activate
then
more. Yeah, he's still in the activate phase.
he is, but the issue with the inserts is you do have to announce it ahead of time, and I don't remember if you can then activate more if the insert pops. Because you can't just say, I'm going to activate one, I'm going to activate one, I'm going to activate one. You have to say before it
So
hits.
that's why Johnny was like, I need a sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oof.
So we see the drain of 2.
Great.
Isn't it -1 there?
No.
Okay. Is it the other most Espa that's minus?
Yep, there's Ahsoka.
Yep. So there's Ahsoka, and I think you just you gotta play this. Like,
Yeah.
and does Johnny have a barrier? He does. And Casey
Sabine.
says, all right, I'm gonna pay 3 for
Old Sabine.
old Sabine, which all right.
He's not initiating or anything.
Yeah, I can't imagine. No, I think he's gonna try and retrieve with Hitco now. They
Oh,
say
yeah.
Johnny's got to figure out what he's gonna do with those guys. Did Johnny pay upkeep for Affleck? Did we miss that and he lost it somewhere?
Yeah. No, he
Okay.
didn't.
All right. Hope it's lose Affleck, pay Tech more and more numbers. Justin just wants to watch the world burn, is what I'm hearing.
Justin's been playing. Justin's, you know what it is? Justin's bored in his retirement.
Yeah, I mean, unlimited isn't quite as deep, and he just wants to see bad things happen. Okay,
I
again,
mean,
that's got to be from
I was
hand,
asking
not
Justin about, I did send Justin a question about unlimited, and he hasn't gotten back to me.
no. You got to do it in the Patreon on the Discord.
Did.
Oh, okay. I thought you did it on Slack, and I'm like, I don't think Justin checks Slack anymore.
He's on there like very, very, very rarely.
So,
I mean, it's still 2 destiny for Johnny.
yeah, I mean, they're both -1 with
Rain for 1.
they're both -1 because of Ahsoka, but
Ahsoka, yeah.
you get the drain. Like Casey's hand on the back of the neck, feeling a little.
But it's 5's like the lowest destiny he has in there is that Miss Hunt, the Zuckus
Yeah,
and Orlom and Miss Hunter.
and everything
So
else is super high. Like,
yeah, like if he
this
isn't
is,
pulling that, he should be fine.
yeah. I mean, if Casey's got a high draw, he ends up potentially causing the force loss with Sabine.
That's the thing. Like he has to make sure he wins this battle if he battles here.
Johnny, yeah, Johnny's got to win the battle here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, and he just activated one more and then searched for something else. There's no changing the odds from Casey. That's what he could have used. Oh, are we going to see Aura Singh?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, she doesn't.
She can't hit Ahsoka.
Yeah, she can hit Sabine, I guess, and your destiny's high enough. You say, why not? And
Yeah.
you hit Ahsoka, you hit Sabine, you make her forfeit 0. You're still drawing 2 destiny. You probably clear, but it also gives you more force to clear. Because I can't imagine Johnny's running more than 1 or 2 copies of numbers.
It'd be
So,
funny as
like,
heck if he did.
I think with, Aura down there, you're like, all right, fine.
He misses the shot.
He misses the shot on Sabine.
5, which is a 4, and a 6, which is a 5. That clears.
Yeah, so that's 9, which is enough.
Yeah.
And Casey draws a 4.
Which is makes him lose Affleck.
Yeah, and Casey does not outpower him, I don't think.
No. Mm-mm.
No. The aura is there. And Johnny's just gonna pick a few up. He says, all right, well, like right now, I'm ahead in the battle order
Johnny
game.
is slowly whittling him away.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's I mean, Casey's still draining big. Like Casey's still draining for 3, which is gonna start to add up.
But he's not
Although
retrieving.
once Johnny starts doing it, he's gonna start moving that prophecy back if Casey doesn't have a way to go after him. And I feel like Casey doesn't.
Yeah.
And Casey gets the top card off of is the headphones turned on or something? Is that where we're hearing a bunch of ambient noise?
Yeah, that's not the viewers, but that's us.
Okay. So we're just hearing ambient noise. Fair enough.
Or it's the voices in your head telling you to do things.
Yeah, but that I'm used to. I would have identified those. So Casey's, yeah, pay 3 to drain 3. Like Johnny's got to start mathing out too. How much can he lose
Yeah.
and still be okay? There's another Darth Maul in hand.
Like, I honestly wouldn't mind him going down and just clearing out the Luke and the Han with Maul.
I don't think you have to. Like, I guess maybe, but I'd
Oh,
almost.
okay. Oh, that's
So
John. That's Casey's deck. So the fact
Casey
that there's a
just searched,
with
and
Obi-Wan in there, that's not good. And
Johnny's got the force push again.
again, twice.
Casey's like, fine, I'm grabbing that.
Yeah, I would too. So
I've
now it's
never
a 4
seen
and
the
1.
spike grab.
Yeah, now it's only his destiny's only a 4 and a 1.
Yeah, which means you're not going after anybody.
No.
Like, I don't know what's in Casey's hand, but neither of them are
Okay.
good.
And that's not good.
So Casey's
Like,
trying to spread and hope at this point.
yeah.
And try
He's
and retrieve
retrieving.
with.
I think
And
if you're
Johnny's
Johnny, you just
certainly
let him
gonna.
retrieve.
No. I think if you're Johnny, you
Maybe.
you
Yeah.
put it out of play.
There goes an Emperor from hand.
Yep. Yeah, if you're Johnny, you just say, nope, I'm not letting you retrieve.
And then that Darth Maul with
Oh,
the blade
he
lightsaber.
changed his mind. All right.
Is the Emperor in his hand again?
Yeah, he took that card. He took it back and let him retrieve. The Emperor's the last card in his hand.
Okay.
And Casey picks a bunch up, and puts one down.
Kyle, thank you. That made my day. If you check out Slack, you would know.
Okay, I'm like, I haven't seen. Yeah. Losing to Johnny Chu is not something to be ashamed about, but it looks like Johnny's going to be going at the jump on with Maul and
I would, yeah.
hit him, cause some overflow, and flip HITCO back.
Drain.
Yep, drain one. That should move prophecy because is it ability? Yeah, it's ability 6.
Yeah.
Because the client's a 2, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, and the client ping.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
there's the hear me baby.
Yeah.
So he did have another one. He just couldn't get it. He puts out aim high. And Johnny grabs
the client ping.
Johnny grabs the hear me baby.
Or maybe not.
No, he grabbed the hear me baby.
Oh no, I'm saying he
now it's the client ping.
Obi-Wan, yeah. Peels Obi-Wan and a blaster deflection.
Oof.
Which means that the 6 is on top.
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, if you're Johnny, you're okay with losing Maul. Like I wouldn't even be that crushed. You drop Maul, you're gonna cause overflow on Han.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you have a Destiny, yeah. So he's enough to hit Maul,
yeah,
hit Han, draw Destiny.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you force out the Hujix. You know Casey's got it, but you force out the Hujix. And you put Casey back to 1 battleground, so the flip back does nothing. And Johnny's doing some math, looks like. And does Johnny have another Sebulba in hand?
Yeah.
Who deploys free to the Mos Espa and gives him someone else to sit on over. Like,
yeah.
Does Casey have enough to do anything to Johnny if Johnny just leaves Sebulba there?
I mean, he's got 2 cards in his hand.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Johnny doesn't have the gick, but Johnny's doing some math here and
yeah,
card
honestly,
counts.
I
And
wouldn't throw out the Sebulba.
yeah, I think you just because you're not trying to have that spot. You just go, all right.
Yeah.
So Johnny disagrees
He's
with
got no
us.
characters in his hands. They're both red cards.
Okay. And I
So,
expect here's the first strike.
oh,
Which is fine. Casey's
I
got
mean,
a
it's going to
force.
cause, but it's going to cost another
It's a
point of
one more
damage. Yeah,
ping.
Casey scoops.
Yep. Yeah. And that was it. Without a character in hand, Casey wasn't going to be able to come back. And that Sebulba extra drain was just going to get him there eventually. Casey, I mean, when Casey picked up his deck, he only had about half a dozen cards left.
Yeah.
So that was, ooh,
That was a game.
that
That was
was
an exciting. That was a good game played by a really good, like two really good players. Like it's the fact that Casey got ahead like he did, and Johnny had to kind of claw his way back until he found the one card in his deck that he was able to get to make Casey lose 12
for sure. I thought
was
Johnny was done. Like
insane.
I thought Johnny was done. So it looks like Matt Sokol won, Bill Kafer won, Goglin won, Greg Shaw won, Matt Scott won, Wayne Cullen won. Just looking at
Yeah.
what we've got. So we're gonna get an interview with Chu Senior now.
Also, I mean,
So that that numbers was dirty. That was beautiful.
I want you to, you got to bring it up to him.
So I noticed he's wearing a Team Albany shirt though, not a KTOD shirt. I feel like Justin
I
should
mean,
be.
so Sokol and Benji are also wearing one
Yeah, which makes sense. Like I said, I mean Johnny was Team Albany
first.
first before he was KTOD, and I'm sure he's still friends with those guys
The KTOD.
and the Team Albany guys.
Yeah.
I think Johnny's friends with everybody. Johnny is just such a nice guy. Johnny is such a great guy that
Yeah.
like I don't know anyone who has something negative to say about Johnny. Like even when he destroys you, Johnny's friendly and happy and has a good time.
I
And
was gonna say, like, I think that's the only real thing people say negative about Johnny is like, I lost to Johnny.
he's
Well,
too
I mean,
good.
everybody lost to Johnny. Get used to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the lightsabers, I think the names could be in a different color. So
It's kind
yeah,
of
it's
hard.
that might be
One
a
thing I
work
was
in
thinking
progress.
was expanding it so that the white was in, like, the names fit in the white.
Yeah, that'd be that'd be tough. We'll see how that. I mean, that's
Here, I'll show you. Like what I
you
was
get
saying.
to do that.
So I was thinking like,
Yeah, I don't like any of that. I think it's
like that.
more if we could. I think it's best in the middle. I think up or down looks even weirder. But I wonder if it'd be possible to like switch the text on the type, maybe to be the offsetting lightsaber color.
It doesn't look
It
right.
doesn't work, right? Okay. I don't know. I'm not the graphic design guy. I'm the, you
Look
know,
pretty and say stuff guy.
yeah.
Well,
I'm the talker. I'm
you're
not the
doing a
doer.
job. You're doing a job, sir.
I'm looking pretty. That is my goal. So
Find the names, make it difficult to read the names for part of what it's worth. Yeah, I know, Mike.
yeah. All right. Where are we at time wise? Are we going to be able to get a Johnny interview, or does he need to?
I don't know. Oh, okay. How about this?
All the way below?
Like underlining the names.
Yeah, that would work. That's not bad. And then
Good
underline.
idea, idea track. That's why you have the name idea track.
That's yeah. I like that. That looks a lot
Looks
better.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to. All you lose now then are the letters like the Y's, and you kind of know what those are. Like you can identify those easily enough. Eric versus Sam are probably going to knock out one of my fantasy picks. So,
Good.
I mean, theoretically, there might be a 5 and 3 that makes it into the top 8. So
Yeah.
it's 12:11 a.m. now. No, it's 6:15. It's not even 6:15. Everyone should be on Garrett time. Thanks for watching Idea Track. Get some rest. Hopefully, you watch the finals tomorrow. I think Dan and I will be on the call again, and
Yeah.
that should be. That's always going to be fun. So,
I'll be right back. I have a
all right.
little escape
Yep.
artist.
Do your thing.
If you see that Johnny is going to interview us, let me know.
All right. I will
Run
see if
snippet
he.
this